In this video, we're going to show you how to properly tune your response trigger kit on your Tippmann 98 Custom Platinum Series. As you can see, I already have my barrel bag attached, and I also have a 20-ounce tank. I always recommend that when you're firing a gun inside the house or at the stores, paintball fields, always make sure that you have some kind of safety device like a barrel bag. We're first going to start off by flipping the gun over, and we're going to get a close-up shot of our flow control here. Most of the time when you install your response trigger kit, the flow control will be sometimes turned out, and once you install it, you go to try fire it and it doesn't get that desired full auto effect. So we're going to show you how to tune that. We're first going to start off by just taking our flow control and turning it all the way in clockwise until it stops. You can see that stopped, and we're going to pull the trigger once or twice. And the reason I said once or twice is because if the response trigger is sealing correctly, most of the time in the first or second shot, this piston, it'll pressurize and get really hard, and the trigger, you won't be able to pull it. I mean, physically it's just really hard to pull, and that's going to indicate that the response trigger is working correctly. Now from there, I'm going to show you the response trigger with the flow control turned all the way out. As you can see, our screws all the way out, and you'll just get pretty much a semi-auto. I mean, the RT doesn't really want to kick in that well, and I mean, there were a couple bursts in there, but for the most part the RT isn't really working as well as it should. So if you have your flow control all the way out, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get the highest rate of fire possible. So we're first going to start off by going back and turning that screw all the way in, getting that trigger really hard to pull, and then from there I usually maintain pressure on the trigger and slowly adjust the flow control outward. And I usually just do an eighth of a turn to a quarter of a turn at a time. And as you can see, we're slowly backing it out, and our rate of fire is actually increasing. But if you go too far, like I said before, if you get that screw all the way backed out, then your rate of fire is almost, a single shot for the most part. As you can see, we got it fine-tuned, shooting really fast. You can kind of tune it to your personal preference. If you want to shoot really fast, or you just want to sustain just a nice rate of fire, maybe 8 shots a second or something like that, you can fine-tune it however you like. I like to shoot it, pretty fast, so I usually try to find that fine line there. And that is how you install and fine-tune your response trigger kit on the 98 Custom Platinum Series.